Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from www.thebeautyinspirit.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. This is your weekly reading from the 1st of December through to the 7th of December. Now this week I'm going to be using the Mythical Goddess Tarot. This is the deck I haven't used recently, like very much at all. A part of this challenge I told you guys about sort of guided me towards using it, but I think this is a really good personal deck if you are really wanting to connect with that goddess energy, or if you just wanted to learn a bit more about goddesses. And like sometimes what I do in terms of this deck, if I'm going through something and I'm just really feeling like I need to connect with a particular goddess to sort of empower myself, or to see what kind of wisdom that goddess can like give to me at that time, I'll pull out this deck and I'll shuffle up the cards and I'll ask the cards like, what goddess do I really need to work with like at this time? And it's so interesting. Yesterday I did that and I got Isis, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's no surprise there, because Isis definitely is a goddess that I really feel drawn to compared to others. So I was like, oh wow, it's so interesting that she would have came up for me. And then when I read the guidebook and sort of read the deck maker's like interpretation of like Isis and stuff, the message like really connected with me. The maker of this deck, the author is Sage Holloway, and the artist is Catherine Skaggs. I think that's how you pronounce it, Skaggs. And I really enjoy this deck. The back of the deck is just beautiful. It is my favorite like artwork in terms of like the back of decks. This is like my favorite out of all the decks I own. I love this so very much. It's so pretty. So let's get into the reading. I've already pulled out the cards, and the cards are quite interesting. The first card that came up for the beginning of the week, this deck has sort of changed the typical suit. So C is cups, and this card is a 10 card, and at the bottom is purity. And to me, like, the energy of this card is about your emotional connection. It's all about the feelings. It's all about enjoying time with family, enjoying time around people that you love, and harmony in the home, harmony in the home environment. If this like is a relationship situation, it's saying that you and this person can really enjoy the company of one another, and things can feel like it can feel very comfortable, it can feel very safe. And it's, I don't know, it's like it really has this beautiful feel to it, like when it comes to emotions. And as you can see from this mermaid, she just looks so at peace in her environment. And I love the stars that are like coming from her hand. It's almost like she's just generating this energy that is just, it's all purity, it's just all pure. It's the relaxation in her face and the calmness, the calm feel of the cards. And it's almost like having that in terms of like a family environment or people that are surrounding you. So that's a really nice card. And then interestingly enough, we have another C card, and this one is the ace this time. And so again, it's still connecting with emotions, feelings, deep connections. But what I like is that the first one was the 10, and then this one is the ace, which is sort of showing that we're going through new cycles when it comes to these emotions and feelings. For some people, it definitely can be a new relationship that is going to be coming through. Or for some people, if you are already in a relationship is transforming in a really positive way. It's almost like you guys have gone through one phase together and you're moving into another phase when it comes to this relationship. And it's a really beautiful phase. It's almost like a creation of something new that is leading to something that is even better than what you had previously. It can be recapturing that love that the two of you have for one another. You know, all of a sudden you're looking at each other with sort of more uh more loving eyes, I would say. So if you already are in love with your partner, it seems that that love is going to be reawakened somehow. or if it's a situation where you and your partner have been really getting to know each other, it's saying that this relationship can move to the next level. And to be honest, like these cards, it can definitely, it has that kind of love and romance feeling to it, but these cards can definitely apply to family as well, family environments too. So it's just, it feels like regardless of how it shows up in your life, there's improvements when it comes to relationships. And that in itself is a beautiful thing, to be able to connect deeper with people that are around you. And then this card just, it, looking at this reading, it just blew me away, because this one at the end is just so beautiful too. And this one is fire this time, and it's centering. And oh, I love this reading because to me, to have so many really beautiful cards here, it's saying that these relationships that are going really well and things looking really positive is going to mean that you can feel more centered within yourself. And it's almost like you can feel that comfort, you can feel that love, you can feel the warmth of the affections of other people in your life. And because it's like you feel that warmth and that affection from other people, it's almost like you feel better within yourself, you're happier within yourself. Again, it's like this card also feels like it has this sense of peace about it as well. And you can see this light that is beaming is in her chest, like the center of her chest. So it's almost like, for me, it's almost like your heart chakra is opening up, is illuminating. It's becoming more centered in yourself because of your environment being more peaceful, being more calm. Like you can see, she looks in like a meditative state. And I think that's definitely how we can feel when when you know you have people in your life that have your back and people that really support you and make you feel loved. It can be almost like that warm blanket around you, that kind of comfort, and that that just lovely feeling of knowing that you have that support. And so I'm feeling like that is what is showing up for us like this week. And I'm gonna take the card that is underneath. I was actually hoping a goddess would have shown up in these cards, but it doesn't seem that a goddess is showing up right now, because the underneath card of the deck that is like the center of all of what is going on here is this really beautiful bright decorative card, which is earth this time, and it's 3 and it's works. So to me, it's in comparing this card to these other cards, it's saying that these connections that you're building with other people is maybe something that you've worked towards. Maybe this was something that you created in your life. Maybe you had to make a little bit more of an extra effort in order to build up these connections with somebody else. But it's saying that that work is paying off because you are improving on that relationship. Because I think even love relationships, people can tend to think that because you're with your soulmate or because you are with somebody, I think people tend to think that just because you're in love with someone that it should be easy. And let me tell you something, it's not easy. It's not easy being in a relationship with anyone, and having things go smooth, because regardless of whether the two of you are supposed to be together or not, relationships take work. It takes work to have healthy relationships with people, because it's so easy for us to bring in our own craziness, our own issues and our own drama into a relationship, and somebody else can bring in their issues and drama, and then things can just break apart, or things can just be really difficult. But it takes work to really have those kind of deep connections with people that we all want to experience. But it's always about, are you prepared to do that work? Is the other person prepared to do that work? And I think when the two of you are, then you can experience something even better, because you're both coming into the relationship thinking, okay, I know what this person needs and they know what I need, and we can form something where both of us are having our needs be met, and so we can both kind of be happier with each other and things can work out even better. So it's saying to me that you've put that work in, and now things are going to be looking better. And I love that her, her chakras are all glowing and stuff, and she's dressed with the chakra colors, and it's almost like she's illuminating out the chakra colors as well, because that's what it feels like to feel pleasure in life. When your chakras are all balanced and in line, it's that kundalini energy rising, and that feeling can be, it can be euphoric. You can experience that same feeling, in sexual intercourse too. It can feel like that same illuminating feeling within yourself. And all of that is just, that is when you're in alignment with source, when you can experience that feeling of like your kundalini energy rising. That's that deeper spiritual connection that we can all experience as physical beings on this plane. um and you can see that with this lady, she's really joyous and really happy with the experience that she's going through. And it even looks like her crown chakra is opened as well. So yes, nice experiences, lovely romantic experiences. What I'm gonna do is, because I was hoping a goddess was gonna show up, I'm gonna sort of put out the intention of whether there is a goddess that wants to come through. Yeah, there is a goddess that wants to come through. And it's Isis again. I like this one. Isis is the high priestess in this deck, and I'm gonna read what the card says. So if you do feel guided to work with any goddess this week, Isis seems to be the one to work with. And let's read what the book says. It says, Isis, the Egyptian high priestess, is the great mother goddess of the universe who overcame death to resurrect her lover, Osiris. The benevolent, mystical goddess of the people, Isis embodies femininity and nourishment of all things in heaven and on earth. So I was telling you, that connection with source, heaven and earth. Beautiful Isis spreads her magnificent wings, navigating the realms of spirit with ease. She is the moon and pure intuition. That's what these sea cards can represent too, is your intuition as well. So she is the mother of the sun, resourceful and self-contained. Isis lives beyond this earthly dimension. She activates the inner voice. Isis represents internal communion with spirit, offering nourishment from the divine. She is the universal wisdom. Isis shows you how to live and navigate your life through the honoring of your inner guidance and intuitive knowing. Her magnificent presence radiates her shining wisdom that is present to experience. Your intuition is accessed through the depth of your being and knowing, through introspective and receptive states, through meditation and dream time. Isis urges you to take no counsel outside of your own wisdom, to go deep into your inner landscape where the guidance you seek is found. Oh, I love this. This book, I love the book that goes with the deck. It's amazing. So that's your reading for this week. It's so beautiful. I love this reading. I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing week. Love you guys. Bye.